Hi friends! Welcome back to another art video. My goal for today is actually updating my Etsy shop with one new listing, and it actually came up a few months ago. My mother-in-law suggested to making a coloring page portrait as an alternative to my portrait commission listing, which is my most popular item on Etsy. And my husband and I were just like, that's actually a good idea. And we're kind of mad that we didn't think about it before. So now we're actually getting down to it. And we want to at least have this listing up for this week to kind of just offer a cheaper alternative of a fully custom portrait commission. And that can be totally, catering to the DIY people who want to give gifts that are more personal and who want to maybe use some of their crafts or their hobbies to help create an artwork. So kind of be like a little bit of a collaboration with a lot of people, hopefully. But I love this idea. I think that a coloring page portrait commission can cater to a lot of people, adults, children, like so many ages, and coloring things is just a nice relaxing hobby and just pastime to do. And so I think I want to be able to take one of my recent commissions and just use that as the front image of the Etsy listing. So I like the idea of these color me portraits with being drawn with a pencil brush. And so I think that'll lend itself well to a variety of mediums. If someone wants to trace over the lines, that's totally fine. But if someone wants to use watercolor, the pencil brush might just be better, might look more traditional media, and it'll just look kind of, well, ideally, hopefully, it'll look just hand drawn instead of just flat black and white lines, which a lot of people love to see. But I think I want to do a little something that's different. And since I do a lot of my portrait commissions on Procreate, I can easily just use a sketch pencil and kind of just build up lines for the portraits. What I love most about the idea of this color me portrait is that there's going to be so many different options that can be utilized for filling in the portrait. So I think that's going to be the most exciting, and I hope if we market it well and correctly, which I think it's going to be a matter of, shoveling Etsy ads, putting them on, and just like posting on my Instagram and stuff. But I would love to see how people are going to color them. I think, you could just have it as just an activity, or even just mailed as a print or a gift, or even done as a card. Like that would be cute if someone, hand colored in a card for someone. So I think there's just so many options that can be done with this, and I'm kind of excited for the end result. I'm going to do a test demonstration using one of my last commissions. This portrait may look a little familiar if you're a regular watcher on this channel, but if you're not, and if you're new, this is a portrait that I drew for a video a couple of videos ago about how I draw kids using I show you my guides, my process, and I highly recommend it if you are interested. So I printed this portrait on thicker paper just to kind of make sure that my paper isn't bleeding through. I love the look of the pencil sketch on the paper, and I think it's going to be a nice selling point of the portrait. And honestly, this would just be fun to draw. Maybe I could even go lighter on the pencil sketch. Maybe that could be just like an option I add to my Etsy. If someone wants to go over it, maybe use watercolors and kind of just paint over it. Or I can just do a darker version. I don't know. Ideas keep popping up. So I actually took out some of my markers. I thought I had paints, and I remembered that I got rid of them because they were quite old. So I have all these markers. I have Sharpies. So this flesh color part is going to be a bit of a challenge. So do not judge me. I just don't have flesh colored stuff right now. So let's go over with some of my Copics and kind of do light washes first. So let's do this guy. This is light reddish yellow. I'm gonna do a couple tests. When you're dealing with markers, it's good to do like test spots just in case. We're just gonna go for it. I think this would be a very soothing project for any person who loves doing giving personal projects and like adding little personal touches to their gifts. So I actually went over his teeth, but that's okay. So I'm leaving the background blank intentionally just in case anyone wants to have creative freedom. Like maybe they want to do little clouds. Actually, let me use the brush tip for this guy. I'm going in with the Sharpies now, see how they look. Obviously they're not as good as, oh my gosh. I'm gonna give up on this guy. Okay. They're not gonna be as watery as Copics, but maybe that's what people have on hand. So far, markers and Sharpies and Copics can still like show a little bit of the drawing underneath, which is great. I definitely think the whole pencil look will lend itself to a lot of different mediums. I honestly wish I had watercolors. I think this would look really cool with watercolors. Maybe gouache paint, maybe acrylic paint if you're that confident with a brush. I know I'm not. But it definitely, I like the idea that this could just be anything you want. Yeah, even with Sharpies, you can just do this with Sharpies. This is when I wish I had the rotate tool just in, like, I could just twist with my finger instead of twisting the entire thing, but it's alright. I'm so used to digital mediums. Again, I just want to like emphasize the versatility of just doing a color me portrait, and honestly it's up to whoever wants to order this commission to do what they want to do creative wise, or you know, whatever, make a card, just frame it up or send it out as a gift to another family member, a grandmother maybe, who knows. It's just all about having fun and just doing what you want to do. This will be my example page that I'm going to put on my Etsy listing as just one of the images. Of course, it's not perfect and I don't want it to be perfect. I want this to be ideally just for anyone who just wants to color, just any skill level, and just any mediums can be used. I use Sharpies, I use Copics, I use just regular black pen. I wish I had watercolor, but it's fine. I think that if I had watercolor, I may have overthought it, but it's okay. I just want to make sure that everyone knows, whoever comes onto this Etsy page, that they can use whatever they want to create their own portraits, their own colored portraits. So I am just super excited, and we haven't thought about, we talked about maybe offering a print version, but I don't know if it should be something on thicker paper, on regular white paper. I kind of just like the idea of a digital download, so that people can just print on whatever kind of paper they want, and they run with it. So I think that'll be something once we start setting up the Etsy listing that my husband and I will make a final decision on. And by me, like, he's gonna do the Etsy page. I'm just definitely like, I'll do the pictures, don't worry, I got you. But as far as the whole analytics, the whole Etsy title, and that's him, that's Etsy magic. He's a super marketer person, so I give him all of that to do. If you haven't already, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And maybe hit the notification bell if you want to see more videos from me. Maybe. And until next time, bye, friends.